Well, good afternoon, YouTube. This is Chuck, and it's still Saturday, August 24th, 2024. It's about 4 o'clock in the afternoon now, and as you can tell, I'm coming to you from my van / recording studio / sanding project, bodywork project, and I thought let's fresh my mind. I thought I'd bring you up to date on a couple little things. This be Bigfoot related, and had an interesting phone call last night from I spoke with a gentleman from Missouri, and he told me a little bit about his background, his story, and he told me in the last few years he's for some reason or other he feels compelled to look into the whole subject of Sasquatch, and he said doesn't really know why, but he just feels compelled to do that. And so he's been looking at a lot of the YouTube channels and stuff, and turned out that my interview on A Flash of Beauty, Bigfoot Revealed, popped up, and he watched that, and he said when he was watching that, he says all of a sudden a little light came on in his head, and he said that video of mine just went right down the line and basically answered all his questions. And he was very enthusiastic about it and very complimentary, and I appreciate that. And he likened it to an aha moment. I don't know if it's an aha moment or not, because my definition is a little bit different than that. But anyway, I felt really good about that, because I like doing what I'm doing to try to help people understand. And in this case, it seemed like it really helped this gentleman out a lot, and he really wanted to thank me for that. And he's got a particular place he likes to go, and so I kind of walked him through the process as to how to make contact, because he's had enough activity there. He knows they're there, and so I kind of walked him through the process. Same thing I've been doing with some other people. I've been doing it over the phone with them, and in his particular case, I kind of told him ahead of time, and that spot does have cell signal, so I did offer if he wanted me to, he could call me from there right about sundown some evening when he's there, and I'll try walking him through the process there. But I think I told him enough stuff. I don't think he needs me. I think he can do it on his own, although if he needs me to coach him a little bit, I can do that. But that I thought that was pretty cool, and everybody likes to be patted on the back a little bit once in a while, and that's kind of what I do. So anyway, that phone call was last evening, and then today I spoke with my squatching partner Kevin, and he had kind of related kind of an interesting thing that just happened to him this afternoon. And I love bringing you stuff, and I especially love bringing you stuff that just happened. A lot of my last video was a firefighter story, something that happened many years ago, but I always like to tell you about fresh stuff that just happened, and he had something happen just this afternoon. And now Kevin's got a big extended family, and he's got a bunch of kids, and he's got over a dozen grandkids, and one of his kids in their family was up visiting him, and so they went to a spot down by our local river. And it's not a real remote spot. You can drive to it, but it's not one of the kind of spots where everybody goes. There's no pavement for a ways. And so anyway, they got out and they were kind of walking around and enjoying the afternoon. It's very pleasant here today. And he said he was getting the feeling that he was being watched, and of course we know about that, because we get that feeling quite frequently. So anyway, he kind of was reaching out, and is anybody there and so forth, and so he walked back down by his vehicle, and then he kind of walked the other direction for a little ways, and there were some berry bushes, and so he's over checking the berry bushes to see if maybe there were some ripe berries on it. And he said when he got over there by the berry bushes, he got a good solid zap. He said it wasn't a tingle, it was a zap. And so he immediately responded back and said, hey, who is this? And he got a name. And the name he got was Pandal. It's kind of like handle, but with a P. And that's a new name for him, and it's a new name for me. I hadn't heard that name before, so we added it to the list. And so he and we're already thinking about scheduling a trip to go in there, and be a good spot to maybe do an overnight in there, and just see if we can get Pandal and his family group to talk to us. So that's a family group we weren't aware of. We're aware of several of them around here, but we weren't aware of that particular one at that particular location. So that was pretty cool. So that's number 2. Well, I want to tell you about an upcoming trip, because we haven't been out in a while, and just life kind of got in the way, and all of us are just dying to get out. And so we're going to do it next week. And now Kevin's going to go up to Hilltop on Monday, and he's planning on staying up there for 10 days or so, maybe even longer, through the Labor Day weekend. And so one of the reasons he's going up early is because he's got the particular spot we go to. He wants to make sure and tie that up so nobody else gets in there. And so we can go up way early to make sure that we get that spot. Hilltop is kind of one of our favorite spots, and we've had an awful lot of activity there. Some incredible things have happened. You've heard us talk about it quite a bit. So anyway, so he's going up Monday. Well, I got to do my my storytelling gig at Noli's on Monday afternoon. So I think I'm going to go up there on Tuesday, and I'm planning on staying 3 nights. And the rest of the guys are going to come and go as they can, and so I'm not quite sure how many of us are even going to be up there. But I know Rob's going to go up, and he's got some friends coming with him, and the spot that they camp is very close to Hilltop. It's not right at the same spot, but it's pretty close, within walking distance. And so he and his group are going to be up there as well and they're going to be up there through the Labor Day weekend. So that's just a quick update, a couple little tidbits and a quick update. I'll tell you what happens up there at this trip at Hilltop. And like I say, I haven't been out in a while, and my last video was the firefighter story, but the one before that I've been talking about standing on the van, and I do that a little bit at a time when I feel like coming out here and doing it. And yesterday I got tied up on another project, so I didn't touch it. And today I've actually been doing laundry. That kind of gets in the way sometimes. So I guess that's it for now. So let me just tell you, as I always do, take care of each other, love each other, and understand it's a big world out there, and we don't know a whole lot about it. And until I talk to you again, there's nothing more to do than just tell you, peace out.